Hey, what's this letter doing here? My dear beloved Ruth, welcome to the Parking Lot Projectionist podcast.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, welcome to the Parking Lot Projectionist podcast. My name is Andrew Alda.
And I am Raymond Rango.
And today we saw The Longest Ride.
The Longest Ride. Not to be confused with The Longest Yard.
No, don't want to do that by accident again.
The Longest Ride, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa. Raymond,
Yes.
what is The Longest Ride about?
The Longest Ride is a 2015 drama romance film about the lives of a young couple intertwined with a much older man. He reflects back on the lost love while he's trapped in an automobile crash. That is absolutely...
That's not true.
This is written by Anonymous on IMDb. I'll give you written by 20th Century Fox, but it's very
that's
long.
a good idea.
Oh,
no.
God, shit, they're going to spoil the movie. Based on a best-selling novel by Based on a best-selling novel by master storyteller Nicholas Sparks, The Longest Ride centers on the star-crossed love affair between Luke and former champion bull rider. Oh, he is a former champion bull rider, sorry. To make a comeback, and Sophia, a college student who is about to embark upon her dream job in New York's art world. As conflicting paths...
Well, it's just an internship. You don't get paid, but it could lead to a job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
As conflicting paths and ideas test their relationship, Sophia and Luke make an unexpected and faithful connection with Ira, whose memories of his own decades-long romance with his beloved wife deeply inspired the young couple. Spanning generations and two intertwining love stories, The Longest Ride explores the challenges and infinite rewards of enduring love. That's bullshit.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hope I didn't offend anybody. Longest Ride stars Scott Eastwood. Wait. Is he related to Clint? Because he looked like him a little bit too.
He looked like him. What?
He looks like Clint a little bit in the
All
face,
right.
in the eye area.
And that was the Luke?
Yeah, that was Luke. Hold on, I need to check him. I need to look him up right now.
No.
He was in Gran Torino. He might be related to. Oh, he was the guy that walked up with the Asian girl who was like, "What up, bro?" Former stepson of Dinah Eastwood, son of Clint Eastwood. Yep, and flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
And a flight attendant apparently.
And a flight attendant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mile High Club.
That's what happened. We got a little Luke here.
A little high noon action.
He was born, got shot out, meteor to Earth, came out the
I
ground.
think it's a big pile of poopy. See the peanut?
Also stars
Dead giveaway.
Britt Robertson. Wait, that's her name? Seen her before. Yep. She's in Dan in real life.
Okay, it is her.
Apparently she's in a movie called Ask Me Anything. She's in Scream 4. She was in the beginning. I remember that. She died in the beginning of Scream 4.
Spoilers for Scream 4.
Oh, if you ain't seen Scream 4 yet, burn it.
People keep repeating, you're never gonna fall in love.
Apparently she was in Delivery Man. I didn't watch that one.
When everybody keeps repeating,
No. Oh, whatever.
let my love open the door.
Britt's pretty hot, everybody. Just
Let
wanted
my
to throw that
love
out there.
open the door.
Oh, she's gonna be in Tomorrowland too, just in case y'all don't know.
Let my love open the door
Got something for Britt.
to your heart.
Stars Alan Alda,
Why did you sing that song for me?
Jack Huston, Una Chaplin.
Really, the Charlie Chaplin?
I don't know. There's a young Ruth. There's Una Chaplin. You don't really know the rest of these people. Oh, and Rango as himself.
Rango.
Directed by George Tillman Jr., based on the Nicholas Sparks novel. Writing credits for Nicholas Sparks and Craig Bolton. All right.
Novel of the same name?
Novel of the same name. Man, Nicholas Sparks, he must...
Sparks.
They must be just throwing it at him. Like, he must have to beat women off with a stick. This man makes these books. I'm gonna start writing love novels. Anyways, so let's get into it. You're supposed to lead us in with the line. What is it about, man?
Oh, we already did that.
Oh, you did?
But, you want to kick this thing off, please?
All right. We start out in a massive arena. Big battle arena.
The PBR finals in Vegas.
It was in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The top 30 competing.
So, my boy Luke, played by Scott Eastwood, got to mount this giant bull because he's a bull rider. And, just in case y'all don't know, that's why he getting on the bull. It's not for fun. He's professional, gets on this big bull called Rango. Rango, big monster. Don't take no shit. Rango gonna conquer the world one day. Anyways, he gets out there. He's on Rango. Oh, by the way, they explained the rules to bull riding until like later on in the movie. You got to hold on for 8 seconds. Dude didn't hold on for 8 seconds. He got bucked off Rango, and he flew in the air. Then we cut to black. The longest ride. 1 year later.
Well, you hear the announcers whenever the screen cuts to black. He just say, "Oh no, he better get out of there."
Nah, cuz he didn't survive that one.
I was expecting it to be a 1 year earlier, so I was very surprised it was 1 year later in this case. Most of the time, it would go earlier. It's like, oh no, this happened after their relationship.
I'm glad it was 1 year later because
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I wasn't in the mood for prequel shit. Well, now I know what's about to happen. So we cut to opening scene.
This
This
is like
pretty hot girl. She's
Zeta,
walking-
Omega, inward sorority.
What's the symbol for that?
I don't know what in is. It was like Zeta, Omega, symbol.
Negatron. That's what we're gonna call it.
Zeta, Omega, Negatron sorority.
The that sorority. Hot girl walking down the hallway holding a pair of cowgirl boots. Like, where's shit, I forgot her name.
Sophia.
Like, yeah, where's Sophia at? What my girl Sophia at? Yeah, like, you ain't gonna get her to come. Like, shut up.
Marsha, have you checked her room?
I'm going right now. She opened the door. Cowboy boots in tow. Sophia, put these on. We got work to do. No, I gotta study. Come on, Sophia. We going to the rodeo. I don't want to go see the rodeo. She's like, no, this is bull riding. Big difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not wearing the boots.
Cut. Bunch of hot girls walking with cowgirl boots on. Almost fainted.
American woman, stay away from me.
You ain't gotta stay away from me.
American woman,
No.
mama, let me be.
Ooh.
Don't go hanging around my
Y'all
door.
gonna get taken.
I don't want to see your face no more. Now, woman, listen what I say. Hey, 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 hey. And scene.
All right, so they go sit down in the crowd.
That just makes sense. That makes sense.
That makes sense. I'm trying to tell everybody.
It'd be weird. It'd be great if they sat down in the bull thing.
And they just sat in the pit.
Yeah, everybody just sits in the pit
They
watching.
just sat there and watched the bullfight. That would have been great. They
Yeah.
should do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're looking around. Everybody's hooping and hollering. All these crazy country folk enjoying their good old bull ride.
Sophia's like, I think I'm getting the hang of this.
She said that for real?
Oh, well, she's starting to warm up to the atmosphere. It's like, okay, that was pretty impressive what that guy just did. Oh, look, girls, here's the hot one.
Oh, yeah, she did. Just like, ooh, look at that guy get ready to mount.
Oh, my
And they look at him,
goodness.
and it's Luke. Luke's alive. He survived the attack on by Rango. And
And he has
So-
to start from the bottom.
started from the bottom, now he's here.
Yeah.
He started at the top, now he's at the bottom.
Fight his way back up. He's been out of commission for a year.
Yeah, so he's riding on
With like Sweetie Pie or something.
chunky draws, we're gonna call it. We're gonna call him bull chunky draws.
Chunky Draw. He has a little flashback so the audience knows that he's scared.
Oh, it's my first ride since the accident. I don't know what to do. Oh, okay, hold on. Gets out there and he's going all around. Ooh, ooh. And he survives chunky draws. He lets go and he lands on his feet.
And Sophia's like, all right, I want to stand. Should I stand? She
Yeah,
was like
everybody-
talking about how she wanted to stand and apply.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
was-
like I should stand.
She didn't know what the proper conduct was for a bull riding event. Neither would I.
And she
So-
didn't have time to think it over because that bull turned around and started charging at that guy.
Yeah, he was just walking. Everybody's like, yeah. Then the bull just went, rah, screw the rules. And tried to kill Luke. And Luke ran towards her seating section and he hopped on the gate. His hat fell off. And he was like, you're out of here, bull. You're suspended indefinitely. He was like, ah, I hate all you. So bull left and the bull left. And
Sophia picks up the hat.
like, here. Luke turns around and goes, keep it. And she's like,
Keep the chain.
All the girls that's with her are like, ooh. And then we get a shot of these two other girls who I thought was gonna be like prominent villains in this movie. And just because there was a quick shot of them before the audience.
This is just a pack of other women.
And just give her these dirty looks. Bitch. And she got to keep that.
Should have been mine.
I know you know how it is. You know how it
It's
is.
like, I
How-
should have worn red today so the bull charged at me.
Exactly. Why don't they think of that kind of stuff? So she's wearing a hat. They end up going to
A little after party.
a hoedown.
Hoedown.
Is it a hoedown?
Yeah, like
people
the-
still have hoedowns.
And the wild stallions are...
Do they have hoedowns?
I'm sure they have hoedowns in a lot of places. You just gotta know where to look. I don't know where to look, but they're there.
Yeah, I've never seen. I got a lot of friends on the Facebook who are into that country stuff, but they never posted pictures of them at a hoedown before.
I
They're
don't
not
know.
real. Anyway,
Maybe there's a market for
I'm
it.
sure they got hoedowns in like the backwoods areas where people like myself aren't allowed.
What you gonna do in the backwoods, Raymond?
There's a lot going on. I'm not gonna answer that. There's too much stuff going on.
So what's wrong with taking the backwoods? You never know if you don't go.
So, doing the line hoedown dance and shit
and
that they do.
Got loose, foot
I
loose.
enjoyed the one in the Hannah Montana movie better than this one.
Okay. I enjoyed the one in Cool Runnings better than this one.
They had the one in Oh, they did have one in Cool Runnings.
Yeehaw! He just died on him.
He was enjoying it. Luke's outside. Sponsor guy walks up to some other guy. Was this supposed to be another villain in the film?
There was a former comrade who was at the Las Vegas event, came by to support him, and his agent was with him. Said a few nice words to Luke. Glad to see you're back on your feet, man.
We get a shot of that guy at the very end. Whenever he accomplishes the task, we get a close-up look on his face like he's disappointed because he lost.
But at the same time, it seemed like he wasn't sincere.
Yeah, he was generally worried about him.
Good for you, kid, kind of attitude. He was a half and half. He's a little bit of a rival.
Half and half?
He's a little bit of a rival, but at the same time, he's mostly just a concerned fellow writer.
I would call a rival. You got hero, you got rival, and then you got villain.
The villain was Rango.
Ooh, he was a tough guy. All right.
They're both leaning up against the same fence. It's like, hey, we're leaning up against the same fence. How you doing?
He says hello to the sponsors, then the guy walks away. She walks out, leans up the fence. He looks over, like, oh, hey.
Give my hat back.
My hat? Yeah. Hey, is that my hat? That is my hat. Give me that hat. He snatches it off her head. She was like, hey, you gave it to me earlier.
She runs off crying, like, wait, come back.
Like, no, don't cry. Fine, I'll let you have it. Here, let me put it on the proper way because you weren't wearing it the right way.
And then he covers her whole face.
She's like, there it is.
There, it's perfect.
Better now. Jeez.
It was perfectly fine in her head. He just...
Now you can't see shit. And she was like, oh, okay. The drunk friend walked out.
Marsha.
She's pretty hot. That was the hot girl who was walking with the shoes in the beginning. She's like, hey, you guys ready to do some more shots? Like, no, it's time for me to get you a taxi and go home.
That's not how we do it around here.
How did they?
Luke keeps saying, that's not how we do it around here.
They didn't take her call? Why she wanted to call her a taxi?
I don't know. Who's gonna drive you?
It was just a silly line. Maybe she was hoping she was gonna go home with Luke and the other girl needed to take the taxi.
She chose to escort her and make sure nothing happened to her in the taxi.
Yeah, Luke thought she wasn't that kind of girl, but nah, she was ready to jump on some Luke. Anyway.
She got pretty giddy.
She was a...
Wow. Meanwhile, the next morning...
Marsha's like, I'm about to throw up. Like, oh, God, how sure are you? Like, 90% sure. That was dumb shit, too. I don't know why they said that. What are they, math majors? No, your girl's a painting major. Why would they use a percentage? I hate everything. She got the number. She got Luke's number.
He's been calling her, and she's been on her Apple.
Yeah, Marsha's like,
laptop.
What are you doing? What are you doing? This cowboy's calling you. You need to be all over that, girl. You need to be all over that. She started doing all these gestures and stuff. She's doing all these inappropriate gestures in front of her. That's what you need to be doing, girl.
Wham.
Yeah. No, I'm so busy doing nothing at all but look at that squiggly line.
It would never worked out between us. I got to go to New York in
2 months left. Got 2 months left to live.
Honey, all the girls in this building would jump at the chance to have a fling with a cowboy.
Girl, you got 2 months of having a good time while making obscene gestures. 2 months. So she's like, all right. She's wearing this cowboy hat, trying to do work. She's like, no, I'm not going to call him. Like, fine, I'll call him.
The girls in our audience got a nice reaction out of this. It's like, this guy called you twice, and you got some sort of like a heart shape next to his name?
The text message, she had some kind of heart shape next to the name at the bottom.
Clearly this is...
Was he texting or was somebody else texting?
I assumed he didn't get to read it.
There was a second name at the bottom. It was his name was 2 missed calls.
I thought this cowboy was sending little heart messages, or she put a heart next to his name.
Oh, that's psycho. So
you have no intention of calling him again, but you put his name in your phone?
She got to make sure who's calling.
Screen the call,
otherwise you won't turn that shit off. I don't know, you be direct to voicemail button.
He's like, okay, I'll give him a call.
Later.
Luke picks up the phone. Wait. Aren't you the girl who stole my hat? No, I don't want to go out with you. The fruit.
Before she was like, please go to voicemail, please go to voicemail. Apparently she won't talk to him. She was like nervous and shy or something. He picked up the phone. Hell no, I ain't going out with you, girl. She was like, whenever she picked up the phone, for some reason she took the hat off like he could see her wearing the hat.
She was embarrassed.
As if it was a FaceTime or something. It was a phone call. So he's like, nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, we go out. She asked, you want to get coffee? Nah, let's go get some dinner. Oh, okay, yay. So anyways, they hang up the phone.
Cowboy shows up with a bunch of flowers.
Walking on the college campus. Yep. Everybody's looking at him like, look at this dumb ass.
A couple of guys turn around and check out his butt. He must work out. Got the buns on that one.
I think they were trying to make fun of him for being a cowboy, but they did turn around with like
Everybody was looking
a
at him.
super smile on their face. It wasn't like a I'm making fun of you smile. It was like a damn, look at him smile. That's how they were.
Guys and the girls checking this guy out.
Damn, Luke just got it like that.
Luke goes into the Hornet's Nest, the sorority house. Everybody's downstairs.
He opens the door. Marsha, the drunk girl. Hey, come on in. When I met you, you were blurry, but now you're clear. Walks in. All the girls are pretending that they studying downstairs. You know how it is. Oh, she's upstairs getting ready. She'll be down in a second. Meanwhile, they're like the different angle shots. You can see all the girls getting a quick peek at him. Ooh. Getting all giddy.
Is it always so humid in here?
Yeah. It's like, man, it's humid. What's that smell? Anyways, she comes downstairs. I can't remember her name. What is her name again?
Sophia.
Sophia comes downstairs.
Kate Blanchett walks over to her, rips her sleeve. You shall not go on a date.
No. She walks up, nice shorts on, got the legs showing with some heels, looking like hot damn. Oh, these are for you, it's your flowers. Somehow he got distracted. Something about the other girls, and then he looked over at them. So Marsha starts pulling her shirt down so she can show more cleavage. Woo. She's like, no, stop it. No. So they turn back. I was like, all right, you ready to go? They're like, yeah. They walk out the door, and all the sorority girls start freaking out. Like, I want a cowboy.
Run to the windows and get on their knees on the couches and just looking.
Water was running. Yeah.
Sick. That's a sick thing to do.
Well, that what they was doing. You know, I wasn't there. If it was me, people would complain about it. It went crazy.
So anyway, Luke decides to murder her in the woods.
Luke said, she's like, where are you taking me? He's like, it's a surprise, with a crazy smile on his face. And I was like, oh my God, he's about to murder us. It's going to be great. Well, you know what I mean. He thought it was going to turn into like a horror movie, but it didn't.
They set up a nice picnic, talk for a very extended amount of time into the evening. She reveals that she loves the culture and rich history of art. She just loves art. Art. He's like, yeah, bull riding. My mom's ranch, bull riding. And then she's like, she keeps giggling at serious stuff like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My mom and this ranch is.
That's
like
what
she's
just supposed to do, Andrew.
Yeah, she's just nervous and she wants to get some, so she keeps giggling at very serious stuff that this man's saying.
Can't remember what I was watching. I know what I was watching. I'm not gonna mention it right now. One of the girls was like, "How do you get the guys to like you?" Like, all you gotta do is just laugh at everything they say. So that's what it was.
Happening.
So that was the trick.
Yeah, ever since my dad left, ever since he died, been helping out my mom with my ranch, and after my accident.
That's what they gotta do. You laugh at everything he says.
This is very disrespectful.
Yeah, she was just a giddy little thing.
But he was digging it. They move some lawn chairs. They have more conversations. She reveals to him that I wasn't sure how this was going to work out because in 2 months I do have to go to New York. I didn't know if you were okay with this being a one-time fling. It's like, you think I'm that kind of guy? I don't know. No one's ever treated me like this before. I just assumed you wanted to get into my pants and leave me. Nah, girl. I want to get into your pants.
For a good while.
Yeah,
you
for
know
a little bit.
You fine as hell.
2 months sounds good.
Yeah, 2 months does sound good.
This did turn out to be the perfect evening, didn't it? And then
starts raining on them.
Yeah.
Lightning starts striking.
Thor's having a battle with Iron Man out in the woods. Like, we gotta go.
Time to row. So there you go. Hop in the truck.
Pouring rain.
And
trying
they're
to get home.
driving. His eagle vision sees a guardrail broken. Apparently it wasn't broken before. And he goes, did you see that? Like, what? Backs up, looks at the guardrail. It was just a broken guardrail. Okay. Gets out, gets a flashlight.
Luke, that could have happened days ago. What do you...
Exactly. She starts laughing again.
That's a running gag in the movie.
She just starts laughing again.
Oh no, I think there's a old man. He might be dead.
Oh my God, look at him. Open the door, dude. What are you doing? Yeah, the car's crashed to the tree and it's on fire. Open the door.
He did look like he was dead. His eyes are just wide open and he's just looking straight ahead.
That dude was dead for a while.
But then he decided to
Luke
say something.
touched and brought him back to life. Like, the box. This seemed like a nice setup to a horror movie too.
You talking about that Cameron Diaz movie? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
No, the basket.
Oh, the basket box. Reaches in on his passenger side, grabs it.
Oh, man.
As Luke drags him away.
She gets out just in time with that box before it slightly explodes, which wouldn't have hurt her. A little poof in the engine area. They didn't go for the big explosion.
They didn't have the budget for it.
All right.
She grabs the box, take the guy to the hospital. I thought they were supposed to be calling an ambulance, but apparently not. They took him to the hospital.
Because they're in the middle of the woods. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. They're talking to each other.
What
She's
an
like, I'm
awkward
going to stay
ride.
with...
Was there a backseat area? Did they have to have this like almost dead man positioned in between the two of them as they're driving to the hospital?
We didn't get that scene. That would have been a nice scene to see. Why did we not get that?
Want to hear the most annoying sound of the world?
Silence, dead. And he just leads over.
It's like a Weekend at Bernie's situation.
Oh, they could have played the song and he could have started dancing. Apparently not, Andrew. Nobody thinks of these things.
Okay.
Nicholas Sparks didn't think of this, asshole.
So now we're at the hospital.
Looking at each other, she's like, I'm gonna stay with him while he gets out of surgery while she's holding his magic box. And he's like, okay, you want me to stay with you? No, I'll be all right. Okay, well, it was nice night till this happened. Like, yeah. He just walks away. She walks into eyesight for him to turn back, him to look. She looks, they stare, then gets to the truck and leaves. Meanwhile, she sits down. She goes through this man's personal belongings, pulls out the top letter, and starts reading. I guess they were in chronological order. These letters, he must have organized them.
I mean, she pulled it out of the middle.
She pulled it out of the middle?
Yeah.
Well, she grabbed the first one in the saga.
Somehow she got the first
Somehow
one.
she got the Phantom Menace out of that.
Maybe he had a bunch of prequel ones that in the box.
There was a lot of stuff between chapter 1 and chapter 13 where he finally talked to her. Because
we just skipped that.
Yeah, dude, he was like stalking her throughout the town.
Yeah, so that's what this first one is.
Starts to read the letter.
New Jewish girl named Ruth moved into town.
We flash back to 19...
I guess it was 40 because 41 comes later.
54, we awakened something. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 40.
Jewish German girl moves into town. Just moved out of Germany because, bad stuff's happening to Jews in Germany right now. Her father had the foresight to get out before things got real. And yeah, he's got this fixation on her, follows her, stalks her around town.
He looks at her. What kind of shop did he own? Was it a tailor shop?
Yeah,
just a fabric,
something like that. He was on a shelf and he looked at her whenever she came in.
So he's looking at her, then he hides behind a shelf, peeks his head out again, and she looks at him, and he hides behind the shelf again, peeks his head out again, looks at it, hides behind the shelf. The lady's talking to the mom. This whole community was Jewish, eh?
I guess so, because everybody was at the...
Is it a synagogue?
Synagogue.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
This is offensive.
I'm sorry. Every Jewish person, please correct us. I know it's something. I think it is a synagogue. No. I know it's called something. I got it. It's in the back of my head. I can't get it out. All right. Sorry.
I think we're good.
The temple. They went to go worship at the temple. That's what we're going to call it. The temple. They meet the new Jewish people. She's with her mom. Shakes hand. He's just staring at her awkwardly. He's talking about how, man, I saw you at the temple. I just kept looking at you even though I was supposed to be praising the Lord. And I was just, feeling excited.
Yeah, this is the older guy's narration that we switched to. They didn't want Sophia reading this for the audience.
Because he was thinking naughty thoughts in the temple while looking at her. He's stalking her around town. She goes into like a cafe. He buys a flower. Get ready to walk in the cafe right behind her. And some other guy goes in, sits down with her, talking to her. He looks sad and throws the rose into the trash can. She sees this.
And then we get back to the hospital.
Get back to present day.
Sophia walks up to the hospital room and...
Yeah, the lady comes out.
I know like, that face.
Lady comes out. And he had a surgery. You want to come see him? He's like, that lady, her hands are so cold, like ice. Black lady, can't stand her. She's got freezing powers like Elsa. She's like, no, she doesn't. I'm pretty sure she doesn't. He's like, all right, maybe I'm just getting over.
The doctors say you won't eat. Yeah, what of it? I got your box here. I'm not going to give you your box until you eat.
Yeah, she like held his shit ransom till he ate. So he just like grabbed, took a thing of the soup, threw it back down, like, your move, asshole.
She just pulls out, I got something for you. The letter. and then he's like, thank you. He puts on his glasses. He's like, you know what? This prescription went bad like 50 years ago. I can't read these even with my glasses now. My eyesight's so bad. Maybe you just need a new prescription.
He never thought to go get one.
So she agreed to read it to him.
Chapter 13, where he's done stalking. So he is in the synagogue. I'm sorry. Excuse me, the temple.
Temple? Staring at her again while she's talking at the end of the pew.
Service is over. She's at the exit talking with her parents and stuff, and he's looking at her. She sees him, starts walking over. He quickly turns his head. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Look, oh my God, she's coming. He looks again. He's like, oh my God, she's coming. Oh my God, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Am I that scary?
She's like, think I look like a monster? Because I am. Yeah, she's like, am my dad frightening? Like, no, it's just so pretty. You want to walk me home? What about the other guy? He's like, he could walk my mom home.
What's up?
I was like, man, back in the day was cool. But how come pretty girls just don't walk up to you and be like, hey, walk me home? Nah, it doesn't happen, Andrew. It just doesn't happen.
You want it.
I like pretty girl just walk up to me and be like, hey, let's get something to eat.
And that's the exact opposite of Luke's perspective in the movie. He says, I'm old-fashioned that way. I'll call you. He says that earlier. But we established the old-fashioned way. Ruth went up and...
Ruth was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get what I want. I don't understand what's wrong with these ladies these days.
It's like, I saw what you did to that rose. Such a pity.
He's like, you saw that? She was like, yeah.
So Vienna, huh?
She's like, forgive me.
You got some good sausages over there, huh?
Oh, she said it was unforgivable what you did to that rose.
Unforgivable. It's incredible.
For some reason, I was thinking of the sword from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Wicked witchcraft.
Although I know it's simply taboo. Welcome to the first musical PLP podcast, everybody.
Yo, that needed. Oh, we need that sword to show up and everything now. Damn it, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is good. He walks her home and talking, telling about how my family came over from the war. I like art. He's like, oh, I like you. They stop at her door. He's like, okay, bye. And he starts walking away, and she stands there waiting on him, like, watch this.
Yeah, she's all eager, like, is he gonna do something, or I'm gonna have to do everything here?
She was like, I got this. Watch it. He stops and turns around, walks back up to her. He's like, hey, you want to go out sometime? Pick me up at 8.
I'm free after Sinbad.
Yeah. I'm free after 7. He's like, wait, tonight? Yeah. Oh, okay. She's like, you can wait there if you want to, fool. He was like, okay, I will.
But I'm going inside right now.
Can we leave the past? All right, we get out the time machine.
That was a lovely letter. I don't know. Read him a letter.
Go home, get some rest. Clown will keep till morning. I can't remember what happened next. I guess Luke's riding on something. Her and Luke aren't talking because they don't think it's going to work. Shit.
I mean, she goes back.
She go back? Yeah, she does go back.
I remember the old guy said to her, hey, thank you. Could you just come back sometime? And then the girls in the audience, aww, like a little lost puppy.
For women.
That sweet old man.
God, I'm trying to remember. We go to Luke, saw him in the middle of riding the bull. Won that match. He went home. Mom was like, when you gonna give up this shit? You wanna get hurt again? He's like, Mom, this is life. This is what I do. No, you must give it up. Survive. I want to see you live to be an old man.
You just hate me because I'm black.
What? I guess that's what he said. You ain't black, fool. Your last name Eastwood. Whatever, Mom. Do what I want. Starts drinking his coffee.
He starts smiling at his mom like, yeah. She looks at him and he stops. Looks away briefly. He's, yeah. And then she's like, the fruit is...
I met a girl.
You meet a lot of girls.
She's like, not like this. She was...
And then he just collapses on the floor. Not like this.
Not like this. Not like this. Oh.
This one's special. We talked.
Yeah, she's part of the movie. Part of the plot.
I never just sat down and talked to a girl. Besides you, Mom.
Yeah, she's always winning raw.
Meanwhile, back at the hospital. Oh, your hands are as cold as ice.
Black lady's arguing with him. She's like, I don't put ice on my hands, fool. Get away from me. She's like, I was just about to strangle the shit out of this man. And she was like, oh, that's sweet. Like, no, I'm not playing. You better read him another bedtime story. Make sure he's asleep by the time I come back. Walks out, giving him the stink eye.
The old guy is just in the worst shape ever. He's got this gash top of his head, tubes all in him, and he's sitting on the side of the bed looking all drained. It's like, you look good.
He's like, it's all that matters, boo-boo. So I guess the next flashback scene was just him and Ruth enjoying themselves, going on dates and going to the beach, and they sneak into an art dance party, and
she's really geeking out over this painting, and he's like,
this looks stupid, but okay, you fine.
I love it because you love it.
Yeah, I'm lucky you fine right now because I will not put up with this shit.
And then he's an amazing dancer somehow. He's just pulling off all these amazing moves.
People, you don't know that about people, Andrew. I got great dance moves. People don't know that about me.
Ooh.
I cut that rug. Cut that rug. They don't even know. People need to calm down if they try to think that that's not a part of the plot.
He's a dormant dancer.
Give me a beat. Somebody, please. Get the camera. What happens next?
Go back to reality.
Cut back to Luke again. He's getting off from doing another rodeo. He looks in his truck, sees a picture on the ground.
Ruth and Ira, the old man.
He goes to bring it back to Ira. I was like, who are you? He's like, I saved your life, fool.
He's walking down the hall.
He's just loose. Somebody let this guy loose. He's just walking down the hall.
He's escaping.
Yeah, he's making a break for it. Just loose.
Get out of my way, kid.
It's like, no. Not today. Don't you recognize me? I saved your life. You did. Didn't you? It's like, I thought you want to have this back. Oh, this is my picture? Oh, thank you. And Sophia walks up. Thanks. Sophia walks up behind him. What are you doing here? He's like, oh, I just came to return something to my friend,
Ira here.
Yeah, Ira. She was like,
Say hello to your mother for me.
And so she was like, oh, this is my friend Luke. He's like, your friend? your friend?
You got the biggest laugh in the whole entire movie. All the girls are
Right,
in the
right,
audience are like,
they made a friend joke.
they're probably gonna have sex later.
He wants to jump on him. So like this picture flashback sequence.
That was a good day. No, it wasn't a good day. Is this the good day or the bad day? Oh, I think this is a bad one. This has to be the one where they separate.
Yeah, it's the one where he went off to war.
Pearl Harbor happened. Sucks.
So he goes off to fight the war.
Yeah.
He
Was he even enlisted? I guess everybody was.
Enlist? Oh, so.
I mean, he was such a shy guy. He didn't look like the type to throw his hat in the ring.
Excuse me? Do you not know the greatest hobbit in the world named Samwise was afraid to talk to women? He was very shy, but damn it, he saved the world. I Middle Earth.
He got dragged along because he heard about the conspiracy and he couldn't get out, but then he rose to the challenge.
Because he made a promise and he intended to keep it. And he did. Too much into that because, you know, yeah. You know, my boy, the hero. One of my favorite heroes of all time, ladies and gentlemen, Samwise Gamgee. Yes, that's a hero right there. That's what you call a hero. True hero. Back to the movie. He goes off to war. He's fighting late at night. Some guy gets hurt. I gotta go save him.
Ben Stiller's hurt on the battle.
So he looks at the guy next to him and says, cover me your lip, dick fucker. And he goes out and picks up the guy and starts running with him. And then on a slow motion
starts
shot.
carrying him like Forrest Gump over his shoulder.
It's a slow motion shot of
Some bit me.
He got shot. Then picked the guy up and brought him back. It was like, yeah, you survived. Then we looked down. We see he got shot in the abdomen.
The doctor comes in.
Yeah, doctor comes in.
Sorry, there was nothing I could do.
He puts his hand on his shoulders and goes, I'm sorry. I was like, wait, he died? But he's still alive? You telling him he's sorry because he died? The movie never really fully explained this part. I bet, okay, we'll get to it after a while. We go back.
I think this still goes.
Does he go back? It still goes?
Yeah,
okay,
it still goes. He pulls an American Sniper and he just looks in the window and is watching his... Oh, yeah, because they proposed on the beach earlier during the last flashback. She's like, just propose already. Or maybe it was earlier in this flashback he proposed and then he went off to war. And so basically he's looking at his wife through his crazy German family's windows. Yeah, that guy with the Harry Potter glasses, the German dad.
They weren't married yet. He said
they were engaged, though.
Yeah, they were engaged.
Yeah.
And he said, she was like, come back to me. So he had to come back to her.
Colonel von Strucker was her father.
Oh, shit.
Creating miracles.
Oh, this is the age of miracles, doctor.
I like this man. They fled Germany. A secret Hydra deal to take over the United States of America.
Cut off one head, two shall take its place. Alright, so
we didn't get that subplot though. They cut it out to keep
cut
the
out the
movie
Hydra
short.
subplot. Sucks.
It would have been good. They discover it in the current time. They got to tell the Avengers where Von Strucker is, and that leads into the Age of Ultron because they had to take down Von Strucker at the beginning of Age of Ultron.
I like that plot.
That's how it was supposed to happen. Disney pulled out at the last second. So.
Oh, shit. So,
but anyway, Ira's back in town.
He's back in town.
Sitting at a bar.
And so Ruth goes in. She's like, your mom said you've been home since Monday, fool. He didn't say that. Don't you think I deserve an explanation? I think I deserve it. So he confesses to her. Oh, yeah, we didn't mention that. She talked about dreaming of having a big family ever since she was a young girl.
I want to have lots of kids.
Just boatloads of them. I want to build my own army. Just send them back to Germany to fight the Nazis.
Gosh, I want to have kids. I want to have lots of kids. Any of you up for adoption?
He breaks the news to her. The doctor said there was nothing we could do. I was infected. He said the infection grew. I didn't want to burden you because I wanted you to be happy and I didn't want you to not have kids.
I want to be with you. But if you're with me, you can't have both. You must choose.
Oh, Lord.
You got Ian McDermott and Palpatine at the bar. You must choose. Don't listen to him.
They go back to his parents' fabric shop. He's in there working. She comes in. He's like, we're closed. She comes in anyway. And she's like, I want you. That's a dream. Right now, I have you. You are my reality. Oh, I love you. And they kiss and they get married. And they go off on their honeymoon to
Black Mountain College.
Black Mountain College. Not what it sounds like. Some kind of art college.
Where a bunch of people can dress up as unicorns and paint each other.
Yo, what? I'm like, wait a minute, they having Comic-Con in the past? They didn't have Comic-Con back then. What is this shit?
Just a bunch of straw unicorns.
Some kind of crazy art college. That's where they spent their honeymoon, and he reveals the first painting to her, and that's it.
Did we go too far in the backstory?
I don't care at this point. Okay,
yeah.
I'm about to go a little further.
It's so intertwined. You're gonna keep going?
No, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go to. Okay, they bought a house. That's what I think. That's where it ends. Where they buy the house.
So they were torn apart. They realized how much they meant to one another whenever they were torn apart. Then they got back together. And
because in the movie, that story does go for a good while, and then we go back to what you call it.
Yeah, and then Sophia and Luke are like, dang, I guess we should get back together.
Yeah, let's give it a try. So Luke walking up. She was like, thanks for coming. He's like, what are you doing right now? Cuts to them playing pool in a bar. Oh, by the way, we're in present day. Just in case anybody didn't know. He was following along. They playing pool. They're having a good time. He's like, don't let me win. I like a challenge. He like starts licking her face. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm distracting you.
Doesn't work. She knocks all the pool balls into all the corners.
I win. It's like, damn.
No, let's have a conversation at the bar.
Yeah, let's go to the bar. Anyways, just eat macaroni and cheese
I
at the bar.
remember earlier in the movie, there was this one line that I laughed at. He said, can I buy you a drink? He emphasized can because she looks underage. Can I buy you a drink?
Is it okay?
Are you 21?
Where is your ID?
Bar now.
At the bar, drinking, order food. He gets macaroni. She gets a salad.
Is that your comfort food?
He was like, yeah. What's your cup of food? Oh, it's these little Polish hot dog thingies. I don't know.
See, she started mentioning in this conversation Polish dumplings and the fact that she was the descendant of an immigrant family that came to North Carolina. So I kept thinking, was this part cut out of the movie and it's in the novel? Was she the granddaughter of Ruth or something? I felt like he was trying to set that up in that scene.
It is possible because later on, Ruth goes off to sow her wild oats for some reason. Ruth lost her mind at one point in this movie. We'll get to that later.
It just felt like there was a huge reveal that they were setting up with this scene, and this scene didn't have that much of a point otherwise.
There was backstory in each other.
But this backstory was very, very specific to Ruth's same exact situation. Well, I guess they just want to say these people are the exact same because Ruth loved art. She loves art.
Ruth was an immigrant. Well, she's not immigrant because she was born in the United States.
But her family was.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's related to Ruth.
But what war did her family flee? No, she said both her parents were immigrants, so that would be impossible because Ruth was already in America. Who's that look? Oh my God! Yeah, just saw this. Like he's like, you don't know the secrets, right?
Did Ruth have a brother or sister? Maybe they're still related somehow.
Okay, they're at the bar. She steals his macaroni. I've been so mad if she stole my macaroni. He was okay with it because he's trying to get them draws. I guess I'd have been okay with it too if I was trying to get them draws.
Craft gets your noodle going.
Oh. Oh man. So then we cut you.
Do they finally go to the farm, hanging out, and he tries to teach her how to ride horses?
They're at the farm in the daytime, though. Right now it's nighttime in this bar. We just cut to them on another day.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what happened, I believe.
She's getting all giddy.
Let's go ride some horses, girl.
Why am I bumping so much up my...
He's like, I'm trying to show you how you gonna ride that. You know.
He was teaching her lessons.
Yeah,
I gotta get you prepped.
You got to know what's about to come your way, girl. So they're riding the horses and whatnot.
Mine's going backwards. Is this okay?
Yeah, she was like saying the most girliest, crazy shit ever. It's like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I work this thing? He's looking at her like, woman, hold the reins and come on.
You're looking at the tail.
You're on backwards, woman. Anyways, they're walking back
I'll race you to the bar.
Yeah, she says, I bet you can't beat me to the bar. And he goes, she starts running. And instead of running straight ahead, she decides, I'm going to take this ingenious shortcut through these tall bushes.
It's like, no way.
And then she's like, falls into a pond. She's like, she's flailing around like she's dying. He walks over.
I'm trapped.
Looking at her. Yeah, she's screaming, I'm trying. Help! Oh my God, they're eating me! She's exaggerating this shit.
Stand up.
He walks around. Yeah, he grabs him by the arm and pulls it up. And then they walk into his.
He's got a huge
farm. He lives upstairs in the farm. Yeah,
in the
apartment,
barn.
farmhouse / thingamajig.
One big open room space with a divider for just the bathroom, some wall shed thing.
Go in there. There's some towels right there.
Shower.
He's like, yeah, go shower. He's like, you want some soup? You got Campbell's. I'll check.
Possibilities.
So he goes over, he looks back, and he sees that she like got the door cracked
open.
She takes off her shirt and looks at him. He like quickly turns his head.
Apparently she took her pants off first. You saw her take the shirt off, but the next shot was just her in her bra and panties already.
You're right. She took the pants off first.
Which was weird.
And he looked, and then he was like, oh. And then he looked back. They looked again.
Like,
he saw that she didn't close the door.
You like what you see?
And then she took off her bra while staring at him sinisterly.
And he didn't know what to do because he really wanted to make this soup.
He's like, damn, I wanted this soup. And he like wipes his hands off and he walks over to her.
Hey.
So, you need any soap? And she's like, we cut. They're making passion love in the shower.
Yeah.
With different lighting. There's like a white light, then there was a red light. It was very strange.
White, blue, red.
Oh, America love making. That's what it was.
Ain't no love.
Oh, God.
For anyone who's perverted or curious.
No, you're not perverted. You are a male. Do what you do.
Yes, a little bit of nudity. There's a couple of times where you see a nipple or two during this lovemaking scene.
I was going to ask you this. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
Because at one point, I was like, I don't know if that was it or if that was his thumb.
No, I saw it at one point. I think it was during one of the white... one of the white ones.
With the white lights?
One of the white lights. I think she was on the right side of the screen whenever it happened.
Because you know you got the full boob around area.
Also, before the
What's this movie rated? This is R.
This is PG-13, Raymond.
But you got to see boob nipples in a PG-13 Nicholas Sparks movie?
Yes.
But you can't see boobs in anything else.
You used to be able to do that in PG movies.
Don't you think I know? Oh, I know. I know. Let me tell you about a little movie called Beastmaster that was rated PG. Had a lot of violence in it. Had two women topless washing each other in a waterfall.
This is PG-13, and they're still playing coy with it. So, yeah, the girl from the upcoming Tomorrowland movie showed a little bit of herself. She wasn't shy.
She looks super young in the Tomorrowland trailer, though.
They're trying to play down her age because she's trying to play a younger character, but I assume she's 21 or something in real life.
She's 20 in real life.
Okay.
We got the boob shot.
Well, there you go. There's your nudity report.
We are making progress, Hollywood.
Oh,
making progress.
Oh, and just to let you know, ladies, sorry, you had to sit through a lot of our BS in the past. There is a gratuitous butt shot of the guy later.
Not a full booty. It's like a 1/4 quarter
cleavage.
booty. Yeah, it's a booty cleavage. That's what it is. He takes off his towel. You see booty cleavage. All the women in the audience lost their damn minds.
Woo.
Yeah, I was like, oh, y'all need to calm down. You need to calm down. They was more perverted than us. Anyway.
But they're allowed to be because they're women and we're men, and we're the fools.
I hate that double standard. We the fools.
We the fools.
I ain't no fool. All right, back to the movie. Hey, passion, love making.
Then he decides that, you know what, that wasn't good enough. I'm going to secretly train you by teaching you how to ride a bull.
Yeah. Canister tied to 4 ropes. It's like, this is rules. You got to hold on with one hand. Don't touch it with the other hand. Go. Starts rocking it back and forth for her. She's just doing these nice motions. Do they intercut this with them having more activities?
With him doing more of his bull riding, climbing the ranks a bit.
I felt like this scene was supposed to come before the lovemaking scene because he does like a nice light touch on the booty.
Yeah,
her,
and at this
she
point,
like does like a ooh.
It's like so what? You just had sex.
Yeah, grab as much booty as you want to now.
Yeah, definitely should have been an earlier scene, but I guess then they wanted to intercut it with him
riding
being successful, so they might have moved it.
Looking all hot while she does it. Tight shirt, tank top. Whew. Who we go to next? I can't remember.
Does she go and visit Ira at his house while he's sitting out on the lawn? She does that at one point.
Sitting on the lawn?
Yeah, he was sitting at this little table outside of his house. He got to go home.
Oh, yeah, and this Asian nurse.
Do I look handsome? Is like, yeah, you do.
Always. He's like, it's all that matters, girl.
He's hitting on Sophia.
He's like, holy shit. He's about to croak at any moment. Tells a story about how he starts collecting paintings for him and we going back to the past, y'all. He starts collecting paintings for Ruth.
Things are going well. They bought a house.
Ruth became a school teacher.
They're picking on this kid who was sleeping in class.
Did that come yet, or did they have another cut to something else before? I think we went back to doing some shit I forgot about. Oh, we did their she went to go to the art thing earlier.
But that has to sync up with him being depressed over what happens in the past. So I think the story of the orphan happens first.
You think so?
I think so.
Anyways, Ruth became a teacher.
She's like, we're going to talk about Pippi Longstocking. And then the kids are just giggling in the background.
I could have sworn it was cut. Let's continue. Because I can't remember.
Keep moving. All these kids are just putting their books and boogers and rags and pencils.
On some kid. She said, if anybody makes fun of her for this, I'll kill you. And, Ruth got real psycho at one point.
You're gonna have to deal with me.
Yeah.
You're not locked in this classroom.
You're locked in here with me. Pulls the books off the kid, puts it on somebody else's desk. She's like, good morning.
Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. There's a little kid named Daniel. He's not getting treated or fed properly or sleeps regularly at home with his half-brother and his wife,
who look very ominous, hide behind the screen just looking like we're deaf.
They just allow Daniel to go over to Ira and Ruth's house for tutoring every single night. Ruth just starts playing
Andrew did
house.
quotations when he said tutoring. Yep.
Yes. Ruth just starts playing house with somebody else's kid.
Kidnaps him basically and playing the mother. I thought at one point it was going to turn into her just stealing him and locking him in there.
That would have been an interesting movie.
It would have been an interesting plot. And then
this is a whole separate movie we could have got.
Yeah, that he had to stop Ruth. This boy had to live with these people, even though it was the wrong thing to do. So he had to stop Ruth, and he was the one who killed Ruth. Yeah, see, Ruth went crazy.
I'm gonna have to put you down.
Yeah, you had to put her down. She kidnapped the kid, and that's wrong.
All she wanted was a family.
Sorry, we just made up this more interesting backstory. Okay, let's get to the real one.
Daniel's eating his potatoes with his fingers.
What animorph are you? I don't know what that is. You a boy? Eat with your fucking knife.
Ira winks at him like,
he's like, it's cool, kid.
They're getting along famously. Daniel's doing a lot better, a lot healthier. The half-brother and sister, what was the deal? Did they notice all of a sudden, or were they about to move or something?
They didn't care about him. They didn't care if he ate or his education. Would have been better if it was like, oh, they're getting checks from the government for him or something like that. Because that's the only thing that would have made sense of why they want to keep him.
Yeah.
But apparently they didn't want to give him away to Ruth and Ira.
Some sort of pride thing.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, the lawyers can't do anything about it. Ruth became extremely psychotic.
Yelling at them. You will never be one of the people.
The last day tutoring, so she gives him a picture of them. Takes the picture home, but
like,
they have to give him away. Yeah.
Don't forget, Daniel. You could be anything you want to be.
Anything you want to be, Daniel.
Really?
Yeah. Astronomer, Iron Man, you can be whoever you want to be. So he's like, okay, and it goes in, and the ominous look on the faces of the half brother and the wife start touching Ruth, and I was like, Ira, hit that dude for touching your wife, man. Well, I guess he couldn't because Ruth was touching their legal child. He pulls him off, and that's when Ruth starts going crazy. Oh my God, he belongs with us. We will get him eventually. You haven't seen the last of us. They go home. They're depressed. They cut now back to present day or what? Should we cut back to present day just for podcast?
No, it's gotta keep going because they have to get depressed before the depressing thing happens in the real life people's relationship. It kept going at this part because they have that awkward dinner conversation.
Ruth pretty much says, I don't love you no more.
Yeah, basically, he told her that this is how it was going to be. We might not be able to do a family. She's more depressed than ever now that Daniel's gone because she had a taste of it. Everything she tasted now was not that taste, as Cameron Diaz would say.
But I love him. I love, she was like, I want a family now. He was like, but Ruth, you are my family. And she just gave a look like, no, I really don't love you no more. Yeah. He just got up. He got up from the table. Like, this dude was heartbroken. I don't understand why he got up from the table and walked away. So then we see him sitting outside, reading his little book on the porch, enjoying his evening.
Yeah,
she just comes out. Left. When she came out to talk to her hand was behind her back. I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to kill him. But then I remember, oh my God, he's alive in the future. She's about to do something else. Oh my gosh, she's going to blow her own brains out. Something was about to happen.
She
like,
just decided to leave.
I can't do it anymore. I have to leave. Goes upstairs to pack her bags. He walks in.
He says the usual thing that they say in this situation.
Stupid.
Your happiness means more than me being with you.
Than being in love with some stupid shit like that. Something that don't make no damn sense because love just makes people crazy.
You come crawling back.
That's what he should have said because it happened.
Yeah, we have a 2-shot montage of him being depressed, gardening, and sitting in the living room, and then she's back. Couldn't even get a 3-shot montage. She wasn't gone that long.
I thought she was going out to be with other men and get pregnant. That's what I thought was about to happen.
Yeah, she conceived the lineage for Sophia.
Yeah,
as we discussed.
She came back, or did we have to cut to present day again before she came back?
Yeah, that's weird. I thought there was supposed to be.
This movie is all over the place. We're gonna be all over the place.
I think you were right, Ray, but I think we were supposed to cut before they had that conversation and she left. Okay. So forget all the stuff we just said.
It's fine. Just remember it. We're gonna cut to.
They're depressed because Daniel left.
Forget that she comes back. She's gone. All right, so we cut back
to the big art show.
He's going to her art show. The lady called her and told her some of my people are going to be there. So she's going around selling these paintings. He's looking at this like, are these people really serious? Look at this stupid shit. Lines on the paper. Somebody put, I like ice cream on a canvas and people call it art.
This little boy saw a blank canvas, scribbled something on it. Hoity-toity people walk up and say, ooh, $20,000. I'll take it.
We must get it immediately. Like, he he had the right opinion for this and that. I'm fully behind him in this part of the movie because if you're not doing a portrait, painting of some kind of valley or something, just putting a few symbols and a word on the thing is not art. I'm sorry. I refuse to call it that. I think it's stupid.
Ruth said earlier, fangirling about Kavinsky changed everything, man. You don't have to paintings anymore. You can just put anything on the canvas.
That's who it was? We need to go back in time and stop that dude.
Oh, no.
You just ruined everything.
Her big boss, the one who's giving her big break, comes up, is introduced to Luke. So what do you really think about our little get-together tonight?
I'm a bull rider. I think there's more bullshit here than where I work. And then she's like, oh my God, no, he didn't just say that. Her boss starts laughing. It's like, I like him. Keep him. Quick cut to him walking out with his shirt untucked. Why did you say that? What? She laughed.
It's a joke.
She could not be joking. She's probably just trying to be nice. Oh my God, this is what I like doing.
I knew this wasn't gonna work. What, we thought
I was moved to New York. You were gonna be on the ranch, huh? You think that's how it's gonna work? It's not how it works, sugar. I can't remember what happened next. They just stormed off. He just got in the car and left. Okay, we're gonna cut back to the past. So
she has to go to visit the guy in the bed.
It's like his own hospital bed at home. Cut to him. He's like straight Palpatine right now. He was about to die. You can tell this man's not.
We had one conversation. Oh, wait. No, he's not in bed yet.
Who's not in bed yet?
Because there's this one conversation I know that they do on a bench outside after she decides not to go to New York. This movie's all mixed up in my head. They keep cutting back and forth between people.
He has to get into the accident first. So we do cut back to the past. He's being sad and he looks up. He has the screen door open. I'd have been scared out of my life. He looks up and this Ruth came back, started kissing him. He just accepted it back. Like, okay, I guess it didn't work out for you.
Start hanging the paintings everywhere. We're almost happily ever after. Man, we were really screwed up. This order, I think. He's supposed to be in the bed whenever he tells her this part. I remember, it's like, what happened after Daniel left? She says that for the bed part.
Oh, he's in bed then right now.
But I know that we cut to him on the bench.
Oh, yeah, because of that weird shot. Because
he was hilarious.
She's talking, because he doesn't go into his story, go to the past.
He's that time.
She's talking about her problems when it cuts. He's trying to look on his face like, why the hell are you telling me this shit? What? I don't want to listen to this shit.
I just started laughing very loudly in the theater, and people started agreeing with me, and they started laughing too. I started a laugh revolution in the theater.
So that's what happened. That's the mystery of what happened, Andrew. It was her telling him her problem. They got into the fight at the auction. And he was just like, I don't want to hear this right now.
The bull stuff gets himself partially injured. She skips out of New York whenever she hears about it. Then they have an argument on the way home after he finally gets out. You're not seriously thinking about going back out there? Yeah, it's what I do. I don't know anything else. The mom's overhearing this argument, agrees with the lady.
Mom got super hearing then, because damn, she was far away.
The mom later has a conversation like that. The bull's just 8 seconds, but this relationship could be your whole life, and you're about to throw that away if anything happens to you. She went back to her dorm, pulled up the video on YouTube that's got 1.9 million hits.
She saw that before they had the argument, though. She tells him, I saw the video of Rango destroying you.
So you finally get to see the rest of that scene. Not only did he get tossed off, but Rango charged him, flung him up with his horns.
Rango tossed him off, headbutted him in midair. His body folded in midair. He landed. And then Rango did another charge. I thought it was nice. Nobody else agreed with me.
He had that conversation with the mother about how it's the money for the ranch. It's like, no, I don't give an F what happens to this ranch. I don't care about my future. I care about your future. I'll be fine if this ranch goes under, but you won't be fine if you go under that bull.
Exactly.
And now she visits him in the bed. Ruth leaves. Ira comes back to Ira. Start having their happily ever after. They're old people under a tree reading together.
Then one day he wakes up and Ruth is dead next to him. He starts crying on her. I found something entertaining about that part of the montage.
Oh, no.
So something very entertaining about it. I can't remember.
He's a little bit depressed. He's selling off, packing up all her old paintings, storing them away somewhere. This woman comes up to the door, says, hey.
It's the best part of the movie right here.
Yeah, it was.
It's a car passing by.
Yeah. Hey, are you Ira? Ira, who was married to Ruth? Did you know a Daniel? I was his wife. He died about 6 years ago of a brain aneurysm. Can I come in? And so she's got this package, this huge painting-sized package.
Tell him about saw your wife's obituary.
She said it in a weird way, too. Like, as soon as I saw your wife was a bitch.
As soon as I saw your wife's obituary, I knew it was you guys, so I came to visit. Daniel was an astronomer. We lived in London for a while. I moved back to the States after he died.
Oh, wow. He really made something of himself.
Yeah, so it was time to give you guys this. So, go ahead.
Yeah, he opens the package. It's the back of a painting with some little strings, and in the middle of the strings is a photo they gave to Daniel of him and Ruth. Flips it over. His wife says that photo meant a great deal to him. Daniel had scrolled a little note on the back saying, "This is Ruth,
my third grade teacher.
She told me that I could do anything or become anything I wanted."
Almost brought tears to my eyes.
And then he turns it over, and apparently Daniel painted a painting of Ruth's face from memory.
He was like, my God, what have I done? So he put up that picture of Ruth, and that was it. Cut to her at school, and she's
saying goodbye to the Marsha person.
Marsha. Yeah, and then she gets the phone call from the lawyer. Like, yeah, my name's Lawyer. And my name's Lawyer, and I was the lawyer for Ira and Ruth. Ira passed away. I'm sorry to inform you. She's like, oh my God. So Ira has this auction for all his paintings. Ira wants you to attend. Okay, I will.
Of course.
Luke's in his truck. Did he get a postcard, or what did he get that told him that Ira passed away? I guess it was a letter that told him Ira passed away. He looks at it, he's like, all right. Oh, they established early in the movie that they picked the names of the bulls out of a hat. Well, this is the final, so they're picking it out of the goblet of fire. And reaches into the goblet, pulls Rango again. And Rango's like, yeah.
Rango.
Wait, another part of the movie, another guy picked out Rango, and Rango just started bashing him up against the side before he got out. Almost killed the guy.
And it triggered something in Luke's head, and he couldn't focus, and so he fell off his
Oh, yeah,
bull.
that's when he had his accident. They did these nice close-up shots of Rango's face where his eye will get in the camera. He'll just stare at it like, they want you to know this guy was evil. He gets on Rango.
Let's see if he can mount his comeback.
The guy used that pun. Yeah. He gets out there, they do this slow motion thing with Rango.
But
jumping.
everybody else is watching it in regular speed.
Regular speed for some reason.
So I guess they really were in slow motion.
They were just in slow motion.
People were making comments. Look at him. Hold on to that.
And Rango was saliving everywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
He stays on for the 8 seconds. And then he lets go, gets off.
Lands perfectly. Nothing happens.
Yeah, he didn't even like do a roll. Just landed on his feet again, even though Rango was the most badass of them all.
I thought this movie was going to be gutsy and say that he made a wrong choice and he
just died.
Maybe not even just died, but he has permanent brain damage or something.
He's forgetting everything.
Yeah.
Now he's got to write his own letters.
Ooh. There's some symmetry right there for you.
Tell them about how to do it like
yeah.
us, Andrew. They don't write good stories like us.
So all that arguing turns out for nothing because nothing bad happens to him. All these people telling him you're going to get yourself killed, he does it anyway. He doesn't get himself killed, and he's fine, and he's the reigning champ. Their only problem is he's not satisfied because Sophia's not in the audience.
He's not satisfied. He realizes, oh my God, I love Sophia so much. I got to go get her. He runs away. All the sponsors trying to talk to him. He's like, get the hell away from me. Goes to the auction where Sophia is. Lawyer comes up. He's like, I'm Lawyer. Ira's, it was revealed that he had the huge art collection. All these big time rich people were there
to nab it.
He had unknown things from Picasso, Warhol, nobody ever seen before.
And then they unveiled that the first painting is just this unknown sketch of Ruth
like,
that
this
Daniel
is from
made.
Ruth from Daniel.
No
like, we'll start the big at $1,000.
800?
1,000, yeah, 800. Like,
600?
Luke's in there and he's looking at this. He's like, I'll buy it. Sold to that young man right there. So he goes into
the checkout
to finalize his deal, and then Sophia follows him, and he's like, look, I was on that bull. Oh, I satisfied. I did it. I beat Rango.
It's not as satisfying as riding you.
Yeah. I love you so much, and I don't know why I got on that bull. I'm done with bull riding. All I want is you. You're
gonna be
everything.
my longest ride.
So in the background, like they kiss, and in the background, everybody was getting upset. And
what the F happened?
It instantly reminded me of like, I thought it was like gonna cut to Voldemort going right after the kiss. Just being so upset after what he saw. Anyways, people in the background are moving around, the whole auction's flipping out. A lady walks in and is like, sir, we need you out here. He's like, no, hang on. They still kiss her. He's like, sir, please, hang on. He's like, sir, please, we need you out here now. And he's like, okay, walk out.
There's one more stipulation that we forgot to read about your painting, sir. Did you already go through the checkout? Like, yes, sir, I did.
Did you finalize your deal?
Yeah, I did. What the fruit's going on? Why is everybody looking?
Well, I, Lawyer, have another letter from Mr. Ira.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Go ahead, so you finish it. You were on the ball with it. You were gonna go.
I, Ira, have declared that this painting of Ruth meant the most to me in the world, and so I have put a loophole in that whoever purchased this painting must be pure of heart and truly worthy to have the rest of my collection. What the F?
Everybody starts freaking out.
Kicking chairs over.
Start running up to him. How much you want for this? How much you want for this? Come on, give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah, so
no.
they just won the chocolate factory here at the end.
He's like, exactly what happened.
I was like, what the frick is this? What's happening here?
They're like holding hands and smiling at each other. Oh my God, we won everything.
They're millionaires. So
like, oh my God. Yeah, the lawyer's like, I'm lawyer and you but they don't. Do they sell one? They don't sell any of them, I don't believe.
But somehow they raised the money for him to keep the ranch and to build a whole entire museum that she works in now.
Yeah, so she opened up her own museum called the Ira and Ruth Collections Museum. It's got all their paintings and the painting of Ruth. It would be nice to see a little picture of, well, I guess it's not a painting. It's not art. I wanted the picture that was given to Daniel to be in there too. Anyway, that was the best part of the movie to me.
They probably keep that one for themselves,
I guess. Yeah, they won everything. I guess maybe they took out a bank loan or something and was able to do it. And because of the money they brought in with people coming to visit the art show, they get investors and stuff like that. Huh? Maybe that's how it works.
And then they just go to the abandoned Black Mountain art range place. College, Black Mountain College.
Go there and they sit under the same tree that Ruth and Ira were under. They're having a good time. For some reason, Sophia gets the bright idea. Come on! And she gets up, takes her clothes off, jumps in the river. Well, she leaves her bra and panties on. Oh, she jumps in the lake. I'm sorry, it's not a river. Just jumps in the lake. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna follow you because I'm an idiot too. And he jumps in the lake too. And they're in the lake playing around. I was so hoping that Thanos was gonna pop up from the water and look at them both. It didn't happen. And is that the end of the movie?
Yeah, that's a weird shot to end it on. I thought it was going to end on the shot of them driving down the road, but then they ended up going to Black Mountain. Ends with them giggling in the water, yeah.
All right.
You think they're going to revive Black Mountain College with the money? No idea. Okay.
They're going to discover more art. They got to fight the Nazis. There's 2 movies released that's about art this weekend.
Coincidence?
I think not. All right. General thoughts. You want me to go first? Or you go first? Is it traditional for me to go first? I don't know anymore.
I'll go first this time.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah. This movie was fine. I mean, it serves its purpose well. It's not amazing. It's not bad. The performances are up and down. Some of them are okay. Some of them are not so okay. You got Mr. Alda as Ira, the best part of the movie. Even the young ladies like the old man the best. Okay, that old guy is pretty cool. Nothing too spectacular happens. They don't get gutsy at the end. They don't do anything special at the end. He does what everybody's warning him will end up in his death. And he doesn't die. He realizes, but I'm not happy to have everything I always wanted because I really just want her. It's incredibly straightforward. Women will enjoy it. The target demographic, I assume. Bunch of young, attractive people being romantic, like no real complications, and a little bit of a Notebook angle where you're flashing back in time and timelines that are intersecting.
Nicholas Sparks.
There it is. Mm-hmm. Kind of like the movie Holes, where you got the current.
Whoa.
Yeah, with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, well, how's it? Go ahead, finish comparing. That's what I was saying.
You have the current day story and dilemma going on, and then you have those flashback sequence with the school teacher having that affair with the black guy. And I can fix that.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. In the movie,
yeah, Holes was also a very similarly structured movie, and also Saving Mr. Banks. Disney in particular likes movies where you're flashing back to find out what happened to somebody in the past. So if you've seen Holes or Saving Mr. Banks, you have kind of an idea of how this movie's going to be structured. Just a lot of flashbacks with voiceover, and the stories are just incredibly similar to each other of what's going on between the past characters and the present characters. Immigrant, art. Actually, Luke and Ira don't have that many similarities. One went off to war, and one's going to ride a bull.
Fighting. You have to fight the bull.
Yeah, he defeated the bull.
Ira defeated that war.
Ira didn't lose his sex organs.
He did.
What?
Ira
sorry. Luke didn't lose his sex organs. Ira did. I'm sorry.
Did we not get that in the movie? Because he was pretty banged up. We don't know all his state. He was trying to hide it from her, remember? He could have lost his organs at one point, too. Apparently, it was working fine. One part was working fine because he was, like, tearing it up. I'm sorry.
I guess I don't have much to say. Everything happened. It was competently done. It was just a fine movie aimed at young female demographic. They seemed to enjoy it. They were sniffling around whenever the sad parts were going on. They laughed at appropriate times. It got a good reaction. It was an enjoyable little watch, but nothing happens in the movie that that you haven't seen before. It's pretty straightforward.
All right. Well, it's a romantic drama movie. I guess since we really don't care for these too often or see these a lot, we're just okay with the movie.
Whoa.
I don't know what makes a great, I guess, character interaction does, but yeah, I felt like all the characters were interacting greatly. Well,
I think that, yeah, that's a good point, Raymond, because whenever I say there's no twists, there's also no fantastic dialogue or witty conversations going on that could carry a movie like this.
At first, I was liking Luke and Sophia, but at one point, it was just, I don't know, I didn't like them anymore. It kind of fell flat. I don't know. I guess it was because how it started out with them. It was like, they were like old-fashioned. They were trying to be old-fashioned. I think after they had the sex and the nudity, I was just like, okay,
changed.
They're just a couple now. They're just an average movie couple now.
So you were upset he wasn't old-fashioned.
I don't know. They both could have been old-fashioned. I was like, oh, these are, nice young people. Well, I'm not saying that people who
have
everybody's nice.
Who have coitus outside of marriage.
This is not what I'm saying.
I think this is what he's saying.
Shut up! It was like a different change of pace kind of thing for me. Because you see sex all the time in movies. And you know how, I was liking the purity of it.
Of the relationship.
So you see everything's about sex all the time. And you know how I feel about how everything just gets turned into a big sex joke. So when they were just the fun couple, just interacting with each other, I was enjoying it. Then that happened and I was like, all right. It just became ordinary people to me. Like I was holding them to a high standard, then it became ordinary people to me. That's what happened.
Raymond.
That's what happened. I was enjoying
the bar was lowered once you revealed.
When they revealed that they were just...
They have primal urges that they satisfied. They are weak.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't like the way the sex scene was done in this shower with these different colors. I preferred if it was in the bed and it was romantic like. It wasn't romantic to me. Maybe that's what it was. I think something at that point in the movie just caused it to just... I didn't care about the relationship if they broke up or if they got together at the end.
Okay. Well, I've been teasing you, but I guess the real reason could also be that it takes the tension out of the relationship now because they've already done it.
Yeah, they just save it for the end of the movie.
Nah.
Or, I don't know.
Technically, they could hook you more if they never had sex and, oh man, he might die on a bull before she gets to have sex with him.
Exactly. That's exactly. So I wasn't caring about them afterwards.
Well, at least they got in one good one. Whatever.
Well, they got it in. Everybody loves a good in.
So the relationship was mainly built on a sexual tension, and once that was satisfied, you didn't really care if they got together emotionally anymore.
Yeah, I didn't care.
All right.
Because maybe I'm just a perv.
I mean, it's a valid
point. Okay, you hit. That's it.
No.
Bye.
No. I'm not saying that you're perverted. I'm just saying that there's a difference between sexual chemistry and actual romantic chemistry. You felt that there was sexual chemistry, but once that was satisfied, you didn't think there was that much there between them afterwards.
That's exactly what it was, Andrew. You said it correctly. They're two chemistries. Once one was satisfied, there was nothing there emotionally for them. She could have moved to New York and found some other guy. He could have found him a nice country girl.
You're right. There was nothing that they really connected about.
They were just
two young people, and then once they got together, they got together.
Yeah, it just seemed like it was supposed to be a fling type thing for these few months, and that they were supposed to not be together at the end. Personally, to me, after they had the coitus. Sorry.
There's nothing that really connected.
If the women are listening to this, they're going to lay into us. They probably very much enjoy this movie.
We're getting deep into this.
We are getting deep into this. We need to solve the mysteries like we do on all our podcasts. We have to solve the mysteries of why we didn't like this film, of what happened exactly. And I think that's the point.
So the only thing that really is supposed to connect them and make them special is that they saved this man. And that's what's...
Yeah.
They're just bonding over this guy's story.
That's another thing. He doesn't hear the guy's stories like she does. She's the only one connecting with him, and every now and then he just heard that one part of the story. He's so focused on his bull riding. Maybe that was it. He's putting the bull riding before her. He seemed like he wasn't all in it, but she was all in it because she was willing to give up New York. I just thought, okay, she's just being just young and dumb, giving up her dreams for somebody, and he was not willing to give up his dreams until after he satisfied his dreams and then just said, oh, I wasn't satisfied with what happened.
And that didn't ring true for me either, Raymond. I thought she would get upset. I thought there was going to at least be a line whenever he revealed that, and I did go through with it. I thought she would actually be upset over that. Most women would be upset whenever you hear that because everybody was telling you not to do it. He still felt like he needed to do it in order to prove she was all he needed. Most women would be upset with that. Like, you should have just known that I was all you needed. You only needed me. And
that's exactly what the problem is.
That's what a woman would have said.
Exactly.
In most of these movies.
Mm-hmm. He fulfilled his dream without having to sacrifice
anything.
Well, I guess he got injured in the beginning of the movie, but he still made a comeback. He was willing to push her aside in order to fulfill his dream, and she was the one.
And then she coincidentally won the chocolate factory, and then her dream came true, but she didn't know that was going to happen.
Well, he won the chocolate factory because he the one signed the thing, though.
Oh, so basically he could have held that over her head.
Yeah, he could have just kicked her out, got with some other hottie. Which in
you still
reality,
mad at me? I could make your dream come true.
In reality, he probably would have did, because that's what it seemed. That's why I wasn't. That was the problem with their relationship. Was he was willing to do his dreams before being with her, and she was willing to give up everything for him. And
woman making all the sacrifices to satisfy the man, and this is
it
supposed to be aimed at women.
A cliche. It's like not in movie cliche, but a real life cliche. I don't want to judge people, but that's what it just seems like. It just seems like women give up their dreams for men who aren't willing to give up their dreams for them. But people love this,
and she doesn't get upset.
Yeah, she didn't get upset about it. It's like, okay, you did what you wanted to do. Now you're caring about me because I wasn't in the stands, but you should have known that I was all you needed.
In real life, this would be a trust issue. Like, you didn't listen to your mother and you didn't listen to me. Whenever I told you this very important thing, something still could have happened to you. And just because it didn't happen to you doesn't mean
maybe he should have got on Rango and then just started having all of the flashes of the injuries and then of her, and then he just would have said, I'm done, I'm getting off.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, it seemed like it was going that way.
And then whenever it did happen,
but I kind of wanted my boss battle against Rango. So I was glad he did fight Rango.
But whenever it did happen, I assumed, okay, we're going to have a tragic ending because he's going to get injured. Because either he gets off the bull and they live happily ever after, or he gets on the bull and he gets injured and they don't live happily ever after. I never considered that they would do this.
You know, I said that we really don't care for romantic dramas, but we know how to do a romantic drama. And this is not the way you do it.
Yeah.
This is how you do it.
The woman should have been upset.
We know everything. We just know everything. I'm sorry, we don't know.
Well,
I'm sorry, not to be too high on our horse here. Everybody calm down. We don't. Okay, we're average people. But, you seen it. I guess you would say, well, that's a cliche thing. If he does the actual bull thing or whatnot. But she is supposed to be upset. I mean, it's ridiculous. He fulfilled his dreams. It's not fair to her. I don't understand why it was okay to pass that off in this movie. You're making it okay for other women to think this, and that's what upsets me, is that women are going to see this and they're going to think this. I'm going to be very upset.
Man.
So we just saw the problem with this movie. Oh, okay, you need to talk more about this? So we're going to the Ira Ruth plot now.
Do what you gotta do.
Ira Ruth, I was liking it at first. Pretty old-fashioned. I like that Ruth was the one who approached him because she saw that he was liking her and he was kind of shy. And
their relationship was the exact opposite of Sophia's relationship, where Sophia ends up submitting all her whims, but Ruth, like, I'm gonna get what I want.
You actually felt like whenever they did it, because they did it before they were married, they felt like they had the love connection because they were going through so much with each other. Their sex scene was earned, I would say.
And then you cared afterwards for what was happening.
You still care. Except for when Ruth went crazy at one point. I didn't understand this part of the movie. It was okay for her to be sad and depressed, but then something should have happened when they were together. Maybe he could have took her and saw some kind of painting or some kind of art gallery, and then they could have got out of their funk. I didn't like that she just left and then came back. You didn't know how much time it was. Could have been anywhere from a week to 2 years. It was just very weird the way it was.
And we also don't really get reason why she came back. I mean, you can make the assumption. The audience is smart enough to make the assumption.
She loved him, but she should have realized that to begin with.
Something had to spark.
Yeah, there was no scene with her realizing that she really wanted to be with this guy, that this was her love, and I don't know. It was so weird, that part. But my favorite part was when you find out that the young boy, Daniel, did go on to be great and successful, that Ruth was wanting to have this kid in her life, and the little time she spent with him, she was able to touch his life in such a way. He was living with these people who didn't care about him in this poor area, and he just went on to be this great professor who got to teach at a school in London. And that was my favorite part, was that even though Ruth died not knowing this, she did accomplish something wonderful. Her dream was accomplished, kind of, not having, a big family, but she gave somebody something in the world. I like that aspect of it. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to give somebody something, She did this for a young man, and he became this great guy, even though he died of a brain aneurysm.
Yeah,
but,
that's
yeah, it would be great if it was actually him who showed up.
Yeah, why did that have to be like that? Just so we could have a reference to the year 2001?
Because earlier in the earlier in the movie,
like he died on 9/11. Is that what's going on here, Hollywood?
You had to bring that up. Ira tells her that, well, we never saw Daniel again, but in actuality, he knows that he saw Daniel's wife. So it should have been actual Daniel. Yeah, it would have been better if it was Daniel. But I did like that part of the movie, that's another aspect to love, that it's not just about romance, that love is giving something to someone, an emotion or something like that. She gave motherly love to this kid. He grew up with that little bit of time he spent and did something amazing. So that was the best part of the movie for me, for the love aspect of it.
The Ira and Ruth story probably would have made a good movie by itself, but
there it is.
They can't sell a period piece movie these days, I guess, to young people. You have to have that current story going on to introduce you into the past one.
You got Blake Lively, Age of Ultron coming out. Well, she starts out in the period piece, and then it gradually generates to present day.
Yeah.
Weird. Well, now that we solved the mysteries of this movie, I'm going to go with 2 out of 5 stars for it.
I feel a little bit better towards it than that. It's fine.
Yeah, no, you like it. You think it's, well, you don't like it.
You're
okay with it.
It's okay. It's not one of those middle of the road movies that are meh, because meh is like awful.
Meh is awful?
Yeah, meh.
When did meh become awful?
Meh is worse than bad.
Meh is like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So like, bad is that it gave you an emotion that you don't like.
At least I don't
care
like
that
this.
You don't like it.
Yeah. With
but
meh
is like,
I just
whatever.
don't care at all.
Yeah.
Why am I in this theater?
Okay, so now I understand. Meh is worse than bad.
But meh is also in the scale with fine. So so it was a fine instead of a meh.
Okay.
So yeah, they're likable young people in it. You got to see some Tomorrowland.
You got to see
a lot of it.
Some of that Tomorrowland.
I'm sorry to be rude to, what's her name?
I don't know, but damn, hot damn, she fine.
Sorry to be rude to you. I enjoyed your performance in Dan in Real Life whenever I saw it in 2006, I believe.
You were the best part.
She wasn't the best part.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find her name.
She was the one who.
I'll say ooh because she was like she wasn't the best part.
Oh, that was just a little bit of exaggeration.
Now she's gonna hear that.
I would say that she was my favorite of the daughter characters.
Well, she was the only one who actually had a plot.
She was about the boyfriend thing.
Yeah, she was the boyfriend. She was the other one with a plot of the daughter character.
Well, the older one had that car thing. She needed to learn how to drive.
Who cares about that?
I don't know what the younger one was. She
Britt
just wanted
Robertson.
to set up her. The younger one just wanted a new mom, I guess.
Britt Robertson is her name.
So I do enjoy Britt Robertson as an actress. I hope to see her in more things. I'm not sure if I'm going to really like Tomorrowland that much, but we'll see.
For some reason, I have a feeling about Tomorrowland.
A good feeling?
I don't know how to describe it. I have a feeling about Tomorrowland.
All right.
I think it'll be okay-ish with me. I think it's going to move into be their next Pirates type of thing.
If you watch the Japanese trailer, there's a whole nother aspect to this movie that they're not letting the U.S. know about, which is kind of interesting.
For Tomorrowland?
I don't want to spoil it. There's a whole entire character who seems to be a main character that they haven't shown in any of the other ones who interacts with Britt Robertson.
Is it a villain or?
It's a good guy, kind of like someone around her age. Yeah. They spoiled an intro to the movie as well.
By the way, I did not know this guy is the director of this movie, of what we just watched again.
Longest Ride.
Longest Ride. Oh, he's a producer on a lot of stuff. Directed Longest Ride, directed a few episodes of Power, directed Faster, Notorious, Men of Honor, and Soul Food. Whoa, this guy right here.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting. I had not known, because there's a shot of
him. Is it racist that I said that's interesting?
It's a black guy, for y'all who don't know. That's him directing Little Britt right there.
That's interesting.
I had not known this guy ever existed. Very strange. Well, shout out to him.
Good on you. It's perfectly fine. It's nicely made, nicely shot.
He makes a plethora of films. Oh, Monsters Dark Continent is supposed to come out next week.
Okay.
Along with Unfriended.
I think we should...
time to end this podcast?
Yeah, I think it's a good note to end it on.
Time to can this fish.
Congratulations for a black director of creating a successful movie aimed at young white women. We're making progress.
This is the Dark Knight of Hollywood. Nobody will ever know what he did. Unless you IMDb him, randomly stumble upon him on IMDb like we did.
All right. Now that we've offended
and
people.
Britt, I hope to see you in more stuff, baby girl.
We don't necessarily need to see more of you.
No. We need to see a lot more of you, girl.
You've been incredibly generous already.
No. Not generous.
You're very brave to get it out the way so early.
No,
good on you.
You are brave, so you need to be bolder and give us more.
We've rested way too much on this. She's a nice actress, and I actually enjoy her screen presence. So this is a little rude. I apologize. I don't know if Raymond apologizes though.
No, I really do like her as an actress. Yeah. She's very lively. She's not boring like some other actresses I might know.
She has a lot more charisma than a lot of the young people who star in these movies these days.
And we hope to see a lot more of her.
Okay. That sounds like an awkward note to end it on. For the Parking Lot Projectionists, I am Andrew.
And I'm Raymond.
Shutting it down.